Welcome to SYBSc Chemistry class. This is Meenakshi Dilip Birari, working as an assistant professor in Maratha Vidya Prasarak Samaj, Karmavir Abasaheb तथा नामसोनोने Arts, Commerce and Science College, Satana. Today, through this video lecture, I would like to give you the overview of SYBSc Chemistry course for the academic year 2020-21. As we are about to start this academic year, and you have opted a chemistry, one of the subject at your SYBSc level. So first of all, I would like to welcome and congratulate all SYBSc students. I am going to discuss the course content is according to CBCS 2019 pattern of Savitribai Phule, Pune University. As we know that from this year for SYBSc, CBCS 2019 pattern is implemented. The syllabus of chemistry for second year has been designed for choice-based credit system CBCS 2019 pattern, and it is implemented from 2020-21. In CBCS pattern, semester system has been adapted for FY, SY and TY, which includes discipline-specific core courses DSCC at FY level, Ability Enhancement Compulsory Course AECC, Discipline-Specific Elective Course DSEC and Skill Enhancement Course SEC. A DSCC course has been introduced at FY level and AECC courses at SY level along with DSEC. At TY level, DSEC and SEC courses has been introduced. Syllabus for specific core courses of chemistry, it contains 2 theory courses and 1 practical course for the FYBSc and also for SYBSc. Syllabus for SY and TYBSc will be implemented from the year 2020-21 and 2021-22 respectively as per the structure approved. So for SYBSc chemistry syllabus, there are 2 theory courses and 1 practical course. When we observe the overall syllabus semester wise for SYBSc, first of all, semester 3 contains 2 theory courses, that is physical and analytical chemistry, inorganic and organic chemistry, and 1 practical course, that is practical chemistry third. When we observe the physical and analytical chemistry and inorganic and organic chemistry, each carries 2 credits and 36 lectures are allotted for these 2 theory courses for semester 3. For practical chemistry, 2 credits are allotted as well as 72 lectures are allotted in semester 3. For semester 4, again there are 2 theory courses, one is physical and analytical chemistry, second one is inorganic and organic chemistry. Each carries 2 credits, 36 lectures are allotted for each course, and 1 practical course, that is practical chemistry, credit to 72 lectures. So when we observe the course code for physical and analytical chemistry CH301, inorganic and organic chemistry CH302, practical chemistry CH303, physical and analytical chemistry for semester 4 having the code CH401, inorganic and organic chemistry CH402, practical chemistry CH403 for semester 4. So there are 2 theory courses and 1 practical course for each semester, that is for semester 3 and semester 4, and 36 lectures are allotted for theory courses and 72 lectures allotted for practical courses. Structure of SYBSc chemistry syllabus according to CBCS 2019 pattern, it is again represented in this image, that is discipline specific core course DSCC. It contains 2 theory courses and 1 practical course for each semester, that is for semester 3 and for semester 4. Now we will see the examination pattern for each theory course and practical course. Each theory and practical course carry 50 marks equivalent to 2 credits. Each course will be evaluated with continuous assessment and university assessment mechanism. Continuous assessment shall be of 15 marks while university evaluation shall be of 35 marks. So total marks for theory course, that is about 50, and again for the practical examination pattern, internal practical examination 15 marks, university practical examination 35 marks, total marks allotted, that is 50. So continuous assessment shall be of 15 marks while university evaluation shall be of 35 marks. To pass each course, a student has to secure 40% mark in a continuous assessment as well as university assessment, that is 6 marks in continuous assessment and 14 marks in university assessment for the respective course. For continuous assessment, internal assessment, we can say minimum 2 tests per paper must be organized, of which one must be written test of 10 marks. Method of assessment for internal exams are different, like viva, project, survey, field visits, tutorials, assignments, group discussions, etc. So by considering the continuous assessment as well as university assessment, the examination pattern is like that for about 50 marks for each theory course and practical course for each semester, that is for semester 3 and for semester 4. Now I am going to teach you one of the course from SYBSc chemistry syllabus, that is physical and analytical chemistry, having the code CH301. This course carries 2 credits and total 36 lectures are allotted for physical and analytical chemistry. I am going to teach you this course for the first semester, that is having code CH301. Now before starting the actual course, we will discuss what are the different topics included in physical and analytical chemistry. Now first of all, you must know about physical chemistry. What is the definition of physical chemistry? As we know that there are the various branches of chemistry: physical chemistry, organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, analytical chemistry, dairy chemistry, biochemistry, etc. So in this course, first of all, we must know the definitions of these 2 branches, that is physical chemistry and analytical chemistry. So what is physical chemistry? Physical chemistry, it is the branch of science which deals with the physical properties of material, the properties that can be measured. That may be the various examples we can take: temperature, freezing point, melting point, boiling point, density, color. So that is nothing but simple thing. Physical chemistry, it is the branch of science which deals with the study of physical properties of a material. Now what is about analytical chemistry? Analytical chemistry, it is the science of extraction, identification and quantitation of an unknown sample. It also deals with the methods for determining the chemical composition of samples. So that is simply definition related to analytical chemistry. Now first of all, for semester 3, CH301, physical and analytical chemistry carries 2 credits, 36 lectures are allotted. When we observe the syllabus for this course, it contains 4 chapters. Among these 4 chapters, the first 2 chapters are related with physical chemistry and these 2 chapters are related with analytical chemistry. So first 2 chapters, that is chemical kinetics and surface chemistry, related with the physical chemistry, that is section 1, and section 2, it contains errors in quantitative analysis and volumetric analysis for analytical chemistry. So chemical kinetics carries 12 lectures, surface chemistry having 6 lectures, allotted 6 lectures, errors in quantitative analysis 5 lectures allotted, volumetric analysis 13 lectures are allotted. Now when we observe the physical chemistry, there are the sub branches that may be photochemistry, surface chemistry and chemical kinetics. Now in this semester we will see in detail about the two important branches of physical chemistry, that is surface chemistry and chemical kinetics. So surface chemistry, it is nothing but the study of chemical reactions at surfaces of substances. It includes topics like adsorption, heterogeneous catalysis, formation of colloids, corrosion, electrode processes and chromatography. Whereas when we observe the chemical kinetics, the study of the rates of chemical reactions, the factors affecting those rates and the mechanism by which the reactions proceed. So in detail we will see these two chapters in physical chemistry in section first, that is surface chemistry and chemical kinetics. Now which are the subtopics included in this course we will see in detail. First chapter from physical chemistry, that is from section 1, chemical kinetics. Which are the topics included in this chapter in chemical kinetics? We will see introduction to kinetics, the rates of chemical reactions, definition of rates and the different rate laws as well as rate constants, reaction order and molecularity. What is the difference related to reaction order and molecularity? We will see determination of rate law, factors affecting reaction rates, integrated rate laws, that may be zeroth order reactions, first order reaction, second order reactions with equal and unequal initial. So we will see all these topics in this first chapter, that is chemical kinetics. Also it includes methods for determination order of reactions, Arrhenius equation, interpretation of Arrhenius parameters, reaction dynamics, in that we will see the collision theory and transition state theory of bimolecular reactions, comparison of the two theories. Also we can observe the various problems. We can solve these problems in the same chapter, that is chemical kinetics. So that is the first chapter, chemical kinetics, and it is having various subtopics. Now the second one, surface chemistry, which is also from the first section, that is physical chemistry. Now what are the various topics included in this second chapter, surface chemistry? Again we will see introduction to surface chemistry, some basic terms related to surface chemistry, adsorption, adsorption materials, factors affecting adsorption, characteristic of adsorption, types of adsorption, classification of adsorption isotherms, Langmuir adsorption isotherms, Freundlich adsorption isotherms, bed theory and application of adsorption. So all these topics we will see in the second chapter, that is surface chemistry. Now these are the two chapters, one is the chemical kinetics and second one is surface chemistry. Now the third one from section second, that is from analytical chemistry, chapter 3, errors in quantitative analysis. Errors in chemical analysis we will see in detail. So what is mean by error, or what are the true values or the measured values? So it refers to the numerical difference between a measured value and the true value. Often it denotes the estimated uncertainties in a measurement or experiment. So true value of any quantity is really something that we never know. So we will see in detail all the topics included in this first chapter. So which are the topics? Introduction to errors, limitations of analytical methods, classification of errors, accuracy, precision, minimization of errors, significant figures and computation, methods of expressing accuracy and precision. We will see in detail mean, standard, deviations, and reliability of results, and also we'll solve the various numericals related to this. So that is the third chapter, which includes the various topics, that is errors in quantitative analysis. Now the next one, section 2, analytical chemistry, carries second chapter, that is chapter 4th, volumetric analysis. Volumetric analysis also classified into different types that include the acid-base titration, redox titration, precipitation titration, complexometric titration. So the various topics we will see in the same chapter, that is chapter 4, volumetric analysis. It includes introduction to volumetric analysis, the classification of reactions in volumetric analysis, standard solutions, equivalents, normalities and oxidation numbers, preparation of standard solution, that may be primary standard or secondary standard solutions. Now there are the various types of volumetric analysis. So these types we will see one by one in detail. First one is the neutralization titration. Again, the various topics included in this first type of volumetric analysis, that is the theory of indicators, neutralization curves, or also the preparation of standard solutions, like that. So we will see in detail in the same chapter, that is volumetric analysis. Second type is nothing but complexometric titrations. It also includes the various topics, definition of complexing agents and complexometric titration, what are the different complexing agents used for titration, types of EDTA titration, pH adjustment, amount of indicator in EDTA titration, like that. So all these topics we will see in the second topic, complexometric titrations. Third type of volumetric analysis, it is redox titrations. It also includes the various topics like definition of oxidizing agent, reducing agent, redox titration. The examples we can take the K2Cr2O7 and KMNO4 as oxidizing agent that will be used in various titrations. Diphenylamine as oxidation indicator, KMNO4 as itself act as an indicator. So like that, in detail we will see this redox titration, one of the type of volumetric analysis. And the fourth one, that is precipitation titrations. It also includes the various topics like what are the precipitation reactions, determination of endpoint, formation of soluble colored compound, adsorption indicator, standardization or the standard AgNO3 solution, potassium chromate indicator, which is called as a Mohs titration, determination of chloride and bromide, determination of iodide, which is used, and also the problems based on analysis. So these are the four types of titration included in the chapter volumetric analysis. So we will see in detail about all these titrations. So that is overall about the syllabus related to the first course, that is CH301, Physical and Analytical Chemistry for semester 3. As you have learned chemistry from 11th standard, before starting the study of SYBSc, you must go through and revise the basic concepts of chemistry that will be useful for you while learning all these topics included in SYBSc chemistry. So in this lecture we have discussed the various topics are also the syllabus of SYBSc chemistry for the first course, that is CH301, Physical and Analytical Chemistry. Now from the next lecture we will start the first chapter of Physical and Analytical Chemistry, that is nothing but chemical kinetics. So we will see the first chapter in next lecture, in next video. Thank you.